What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Insight. Dana White just sat down with spinning back fists and revealed far more than fans expected. From the ongoing Arman Tsarukyan title drama to the UFC's future on Paramount and even his interest in boxing, Dana finally addressed why Arman was passed over for a lightweight title shot. Dana confirmed the headbutt incident did play a role, but stressed it was not the only factor. According to him, multiple issues behind the scenes contributed to the decision. It wasn't one moment or one mistake, but a combination of circumstances that ultimately pushed Arman out of immediate title contention. On the business side, Dana reassured fans that the Paramount era won't change the UFC's identity, saying the broadcast will still feel the same, just upgraded. He also spoke on Gable Steveson, confirming the UFC has been monitoring him for a long time, while reminding fans that hype and accolades only go so far. You never truly know a fighter until they step inside the UFC cage.
I obviously am not one of these fans, but some fans thought Arman should have been the one to get a 155 title pound shot.
We knew that would happen too.
Of course. Did the headbutt play any factor in the decision to
100%.
not go with him? It did, right?
A lot of things have factored in, you know. Yes.
And then as far as decision making goes, I'm very curious about the choice to do 2 back-to-back numbered events, basically pay-per-views instead of fight nights. You're hitting the ground running with Paramount. Obviously, I know you want to do that, but who decides on something like that? Is that you saying let's do 2 numbered events, matchmakers, Paramount, algorithms?
Yeah, me. And you know, in the process of doing that, you know, there were people that disagreed that we shouldn't do back-to-back numbered events. And my thing was, we've been off for 6 weeks. We're coming on to Paramount for the first time. Let's go.
Justin Gaethje's camp is making one thing clear. This fight with Paddy Pimblett won't be a pure striking battle. Gaethje's longtime coach, Trevor Wittman, revealed that Justin's offensive grappling has evolved significantly, and it's expected to play a major role in the matchup. According to Wittman, Gaethje is no longer just focused on takedown defense or scrambling. He's now actively dictating where the fight takes place, controlling the pace, and applying non-stop pressure. While many fans believe Paddy Pimblett's clearest path to victory is grappling, Gaethje's team insists they're prepared for every scenario, striking, clinch exchanges, and ground battles, leaving no room for surprises. Wittman emphasized that Justin's wrestling has become more offensive, more positional, and far more strategic than in previous years. The focus now is on cage control, forcing opponents to react and creating openings to land damaging shots from unexpected angles. The camp also pointed to Gaethje's stoppage loss to Charles Oliveira as a major turning point, a fight that proved defensive grappling alone isn't enough at the elite level. With this evolution, Gaethje isn't just dangerous on the feet anymore, he's becoming dangerous everywhere.
We did not go into this fight thinking it's going to be just a striking fight at all. Like, Justin has spent so much time. That's probably the proudest thing I am with Justin, is the amount of time that he's put into his grappling, because his wrestling is so high level. But it's more of the offensive and positional type of fighting. You know, for so long, I remember when we got stopped by Oliveira and I had to have a conversation with everybody on the team, like, hey, Justin is a high level guy, one of the best scramblers out there. We have some of the best slams out there, the Rampage Jackson type of slams. We're offensive. Justin's style is offensive, and to be a champion, you push people back. You have to put people on their heels. I look at this as when we had the Oliveira fight, we were defensive. We're like, don't get in this position. How do you get out of this position? You can't win fights like that. And you have to win offensively. And Justin's one of those guys that when you grapple with him, his ground and pound is so unique. So unique. He hits people with punches at different angles on the ground that are so effective.
Russian MMA reporter Usha Taika recently sat down with Razambek Jamalov, one of Dagestan's most accomplished wrestlers and a proven elite on the world stage, including Olympic-level gold. During the interview, Jamalov was asked about the photos that surfaced last month showing Khamzat Chimaev struggling during a wrestling session with him, images that instantly sparked debate across the MMA community. Jamalov was careful with his words at first. He made sure to give Khamzat full respect, praising his physical strength, toughness, and competitive mindset, clearly avoiding any hint of disrespect or internet bait. But once that respect was established, the tone shifted. Jamalov calmly explained that when it comes purely to wrestling, especially at the highest technical level. There is a clear difference. He then admitted that the session actually boosted his confidence about a potential MMA future, training hands-on in an MMA grappling environment and doing it against one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC showed him that his wrestling isn't just elite on paper. It's the kind of skill set that could immediately cause serious problems inside the cage if he ever makes the transition to MMA.
He is physically strong, resilient. He was pretty good for an MMA fighter. I had trouble in MMA aspects of our training, for example in clinch, where he used submissions to escape positions. However, when it comes to pure wrestling, I had a lot of success with double leg takedowns. We wrestled when Khamzat visited our gym in Dagestan, and every time I was at the gym, I gave him a lot of trouble, even in grappling, not just wrestling. To be honest, I'm now interested in a potential move to MMA. I didn't have this interest before, but after seeing some things, why not?
Jon Jones just gave massive respect to pound-for-pound King Islam Makhachev, officially placing him in the all-time great conversation. The praise comes right after Islam completely shut down Jack Della Maddalena to capture the welterweight title, further stacking an already historic resume. Another division conquered, another statement made. Islam's legacy keeps growing. Meanwhile, the heavyweight picture remains wide open. Alex Pereira is still sidelined after breaking his foot in October during his brutal title-reclaiming knockout of Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320. Pereira is targeting a summer return, which lines up perfectly with several massive cards, including the rumored White House event in June. Pereira's long-talked-about move to heavyweight is still very much alive, and a future clash with Jon Jones remains one of the biggest what-ifs in MMA history, even if timelines are still unclear. What makes Jones's praise hit even harder is the history behind it. Jon has had a long, tense relationship with Team Khabib when it comes to the pound-for-pound crown. Years ago, Jones openly rejected the idea of Khabib Nurmagomedov being ranked above him. Fast forward to just a year ago, and that same tension resurfaced, this time with Islam Makhachev, as fans, media, and even the UFC began pushing Islam ahead of Jones. Now, Jones himself is acknowledging it. From rivalry to recognition, Islam Makhachev has reached a level where even the greatest fighters of all time can no longer deny his place in history.
Last time we spoke to you, you mentioned about Islam Makhachev and the GOAT list in terms of GOAT list, you know. After that, he dominantly scored a victory over Jack Della Maddalena. So after that one, where do you put him in the GOAT list?
I think Islam is definitely one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's one of the guys for sure.
Were you surprised that he dominated him?
No, I'm not surprised that he's dominating competition. He's a special athlete. I mean, some guys are just chosen to do great things, and I think he's one of those guys. I'm excited to watch the rest of his career. I think he has a lot of work to do, but he's on the right path, and he's just doing everything right. Yeah, he's one of the guys in the sports I respect very much.
MMA fans, what do you think about Gable Steveson's potential in the UFC? Dana White has made it clear he has massive hopes for the Olympic gold medalist, but he's also warned that the heavyweight division is stacked with serious threats. Still, many analysts argue the division isn't as deep as it looks, and believe Gable has the athleticism, wrestling pedigree, and mindset to make an impact right away. So what's your take? Future dominator or a tougher transition than expected? Drop your predictions and hot takes in the comments below. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to MMA Analysts and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one from Seth Christian, 3056. Khabib truly doesn't need the money even if it's that large, and he doesn't seem like the type of person to go against his word or principles for I hold zero weight into that idea happening. The second one from Sunflower DJ 9I says Makhachev apparently vacated the belt because he didn't want to face Topuria. He must have thought Topuria would beat him the way Alex beat Ankalaev. Lots of upset fans now, but in the end, every fighter is beatable. And the last one is from Wheelman Stan. Bobby is full of it, but I love to hear him speak. Alex should win, but man, how many times have we seen the best strikers fail at knocking out a Dagestani? How many times has the Dagestani defeated the Brazilian? Haha, I want to see those stats. It's two guys that you don't bet against, and now they're facing each other. It's crazy how Conor can lose and lose and lose and lose, yet can demand more money for a effing once-in-a-century White House fight. Those were the top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up. See you in the next video.